so welcome back. We are just going to jump right in it today and show you this item that just showed up today, super fast like. And here it should be. It's of course a aluminum drive shaft made by Shaftmasters. They're a pretty decent company from what I could tell. They've sold a bunch of stuff for like Nissan things. You can see them on forums and such there. But I decided to go with them because their shaft was much more affordable than some of the other places. Even close to almost $400 less. And I don't think you're really getting anything less. The other thing that I really liked about it was this end that goes with the Mustang flange. They didn't go through the trouble of rigging up like a CV joint, so then you'd have to have an adapter plate. They just pretty much welded a steel yoke to a steel plate, and you're done. I mean, that is probably about the easiest and simplest you can do. So this thing should be, I think they said it was rated to about 900 horse. So that's good. It's got the 1350 spicer joints, and all the weld joints look to be Sonax. Just like this guy right there. So, name brand parts, and probably the best part about this is I believe I ordered it Thursday night, and they had a box in the shipping by Friday afternoon. So less than a day to knock this thing out and get it to me. So I call that a win-win. So that's pretty nice. Now, some of the other things that they did that was insanely nice. It's like in this box that they include with you are the bolts to bolt into the flange. They give you a tap so you can chase the threads to make sure they're clean. They give you the blue Loctite. And probably my favorite part about this, they give you the 10mm socket. Now I don't know if this is just like a kind of an ongoing joke type of thing, because everyone loses their 10mm, but this is pretty darn hilarious from my aspect. So these are all major benefits. So I think it's about time we shove this thing in. I will jump under the car, clean out the threads, and then we'll just throw this thing in. All right, so we ran into a slight issue. This ring here is just a touch too big for the pinion piece. So that is kind of something I was not expecting, but I'm guessing it's because we have a automatic pinion flange versus a manual. I would guess that with the manual it's a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is grab the angle grinder and make this thing not bigger. So not the best concept, but hey, that's about all the choice we really got. So I'm gonna have to pull all these bolts back out and start going to town with a grinder. Shouldn't be too big of a thing. Probably 10 minutes worth of cutting and grinding it flat. So that is what I am going to do. We will see you guys back in a couple minutes. So, the old drive shaft is right on in there. Everything's kind of looking pretty good in there. We've got, maybe you can see it here, got just a little bit of a move over to the side, which is kind of what we want. Had to trim out this block here. It was pretty much just like this one here. Had to trim that out so it had enough room. So we needed a little bit of angle of some sort, because everything else is pretty much non-angled. It's like you need a little bit of an angle for all the little needle bearings in the U-joints to be happy with how things go. Otherwise you can flat spot them and you're replacing U-joints all the time with vibrations and everything. So looks like we're doing good with this nice aluminum drive shaft. I think we had some troubles with like the casting where they machined this. Either that or their computer was just a micron off, because I had to hit it with the die grinder and kind of open up the holes just a minute amount. It's like so little, just because I think these guys were on just a slight angle. I mean, we're talking tiny amounts here. Either way, it's in there now. So hopefully we should be good to go there. All right, so that's gonna do it for today. Got the drive shaft in there. I'm out of propane, so I need to get out of here because it is getting cold really fast. So next time we'll hit a few more of the wires and see where everything takes us. I think we'll work on that little dash piece for the main buttons and so on for next time. So make sure you subscribe if you want to keep track of how this build is going, because we'll be ripping in no time. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all later.